All right, welcome back to the bench tonight, the hobby bench here at home. And we have got three handheld radios here. We've got two Baofeng UV-82s and a Baofeng UV-5R. And, I've never done this before, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to see what the spurious emissions out of the UV-82 versus the UV-5R were. And looking at it earlier, I was kind of surprised, so I thought I'd show you guys. So right now we've got all three of these radios are turned on, and they're all set to the same two frequencies, basically just one in the 2-meter range and one in the 70 centimeter range. So we've got 145.125 megahertz and 440.125 megahertz on all three of these radios. I do have a second UV-5R, but I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. So we'll just compare these two UV-82s to the one UV-5R. So all three are running the same two frequencies, one in 2-meter and one in 70 centimeters. So we're going to start with the UV-82, and we're going to hook it up to the spectrum analyzer, which I have set up over here for a span of 1 gigahertz, or 10 megahertz to 1 gigahertz. Those three markers there are for my CB radio testing: 27.18500 megahertz, 54 and 108 megahertz. But the span overall, though, is pretty wide, so we get to see pretty far out there. So we're going to hook up this UV-82 first into the spectrum analyzer. We're going to key this up, and we'll start with I guess we'll start with the 2-meter frequency, 145.125. So we're going to go ahead and key that, and we'll look it over here on the spectrum analyzer, and you see a lot of spurious emissions popping up there across the 1 gigahertz bandwidth. All right, so now we'll look at the 70 centimeter frequency here, and we'll key up there, and we'll see what we look like. All right, we're keyed up, and we see one big jump out there, about what, 850, 900 or so megahertz. Spurious emission was pretty high up there. That's about, let's see, only about 40 dB down. And then let me key back up on the 2-meter frequency. We've got a lot of them popping up there. About, what is that, 35, 40, 45 or so dB down. Okay, so now let's take a look at, let me pop that off. We'll take a look at the second Baofeng here and see what it looks like. There's a lot of videos on these radios, of course, on YouTube, but I didn't see really anybody doing any kind of spurious emissions analysis or comparison. All right, so now we're on the second Baofeng. We're going to go back up to the 2-meter frequency. We're going to key that up. We're going to look over here, and we've got more spurious emissions. Looks similar to the first one. And then we'll key up on the 70 centimeter frequency, 440.125, and looks almost identical as far as spurious emissions, doesn't it? Still got that same spike out there at about 900 megahertz. Okay, so now let's compare that to the UV-5R. Get that off there. Put those aside. Now we'll hook up the UV-5R, and we'll start with our 2-meter frequency. Okay, so what are we on? Looks like we're on the all right, so now we're on the 2-meter frequency, and we're going to key that up. We're going to look over here, and much cleaner. Yeah, much cleaner. We got a couple of little blips just above the noise floor. All right, so now let's take a look at 70 centimeters. We'll key up there, and that one's very clean. Yeah, Very clean. Nothing coming out of the noise floor at all across the entire 1 gigahertz. Okay, so I would say the clear winner is definitely for spurious emissions is going to be that UV-5R. And we can look at also, let's take a look at receive sensitivity real quick. Just out of curiosity, we'll see what it can do. And let's go. Let's set this HP8920 up for 1 microvolt. We'll start there and we'll set it at 440.125. So we'll check it in 70 centimeters. All right, so we're set up there. And let's pump it into there. All right, so there we go. We got a tone at 1 microvolt on the UV-5R here. And let's just drop down that amplitude and we'll see where she cuts out at. So let's go minus 110, still there, minus 120, starting to hear a little static, minus 125, still there, minus 130. Okay, that definitely cut it out. Back to 125. Let's go minus 127. Ooh, minus 127, just in and out. Minus 128. Okay, out. So ooh, I was still holding on at 128, barely. All right, so it looks like minus 127. Yeah, minus 127, we'll call it. In and out there. Okay. So let's compare that to we'll go back to 1 microvolt. Minus 107. Okay. Oh, just dropped you there. All right. So let's go to a UV-82 here. And we'll pop that into the 8920 and we'll see what it can do or receive sensitivity. Okay. Oh, nice and strong. All right. So this again is the 70 centimeter frequency, 440.125. All right, so now let's drop that down to minus 110. Still there, minus 120. Static, minus 125. Oh, already cut out at 125. All right, how about minus 120 again? Minus 121. Minus 122. Minus 123. Minus 120. Oh, 123. So minus 123 she cuts out. So a 4 dB difference in sensitivity. All right, so let's go back to that 1 microvolt again. All right, now let's take this out of there and we're going to check the other UV-82 while we're at it, since we got this one sitting here. All right. Okay, let's take a listen to this one. All right, 1 microvolt, pretty strong. Okay, let's go to minus 110, minus 120, minus 125. Still there at minus 125 on that one. Minus 120. Oh, just cut out. Now I guess minus 125 is the limit there. Okay. Minus 124. Minus 123. All right, so I'd say minus 123. Minus 124. Minus 125. All right, so this one cuts out about minus 124, minus 125. And we got the Baofeng UV-5R cutting out at about 127. So not a huge difference, but still an edge for the UV-5R. So yeah, there you go. Spurious emissions and receiver sensitivity here. I'm seeing that the UV-5R is definitely the clear-cut winner when it comes to spurious emissions and receiver sensitivity. So that's about it. I just thought I'd show that. I actually have, after doing this earlier today, I was debating on whether to buy a couple more of these UV-82s versus some more of these UV-5Rs. And after doing this earlier, I went ahead and bought a couple more UV-5R, so that'll give me a total of 4 of them. I have another one brand new in the box. I don't know if I mentioned that, but haven't taken it out yet. But yeah, I think this, and these are like $18 right now, $18.99 or something like that on Amazon. So this radio definitely is a clear-cut winner over the other model, the UV-82. So all right, that's about it. 73s, and we'll see you guys next time.